Okay, dude.
Hey, hey
Hey,
guys!
hello.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to talk to the two of you and to be talking about Bigfoot, one of my favorite topics. Welcome to the show, and we got to start right off with how the heck did Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror Bigfoot even come about, and how did you get your friend Jason with you?
Now, pretty organically. I have a great relationship with the folks at Travel Channel and Discovery Plus, and I kind of said, I was like, hey, I want to go look for Bigfoot, and I want to bring my buddy Jason Mewes with me, and they were like, all right, we're in. So they gave me permission, and and off we went into the forests of northern Idaho.
And Jason, for you, how did Jack approach you about this? Was this like you guys were hanging out and all of a sudden the topic of Bigfoot came up and you're like, "Let's go"?
No, it has come up in the past. We've known each other like 20 years. We actually lived together for a little bit. It was awesome. I got to go to Hawaii with Jack and his family on the Osbournes. But we spent a much time. The topic had popped up over the years a couple times about what do we think? Is it real? Is it not real? What do you think about? And then it was more of a phone call. Like, hey man, I had this idea. I reached out to Discovery, and they're gonna send me out here to go look for like some proof and stuff. Do you want to come? And I was like, of course, because again, not only did I get to go spend a week and hang out with Jack and go into camping in the woods, which is already like, all right, awesome. I get to go camping with my friend and hang out. But we get to like go on a treasure hunt because to me, it's like that's what it was. It was like, it's like it's like going to search for this treasure and some kind of proof, whether it's a footprint or a sighting of seeing him or whatever. Like, it sounded exciting and seemed exciting, and it was. It was fun. It was intense in the middle of the night. There were some times where it got intense, but overall, it was such a great experience. So much so that I'm like, we have to go look for, the Loch Ness Monster or the New Jersey Devil or something next.
I see a series in the works. Jack, this has been, it's not completely out of the realm for you because of, your interest in the paranormal, and I too have an interest in the paranormal. I'm actually going on an investigation tonight. What was different for you? Like, how do you plan for, paranormal? You've got equipment and things, and there's sort of like here's how you investigate the paranormal. How do you plan to go find Bigfoot?
It's funny. Ghost hunting and like Bigfoot hunting is so different in the sense that it's actually more just like traditional like deer hunting or elk hunting. You set out, you look for tracks, you're deep in the woods, you're very isolated, and you're kind of just looking for and listening, really. And I gotta say, it pretty much mimics hunting down to the T. You're using different cameras, like those game cameras, or you're using, we have this like updated, like animal call device that had like supposedly a Bigfoot scream, loaded into it, and we would use that a lot to try and lure whatever it is out. So it was quite interesting, and the thing I like too about it, it's a little bit more what's the term? It's a bit more like you're in nature, so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a bit more bare bones than ghost hunting. But I don't know if you've ever done, every now and then I find myself in and I use airflows, haunted woods.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I'm like, this is the most pointless ghost hunting ever because you can't, anything you hear is like a twig snapping, a tree, the brush moving, you can't really pinpoint it. So, and it's just, you can always chalk it up, oh, it's the wind, it's an animal. But when you're out there looking for something which is giant,
you can definitely make out, oh, that's, a Bigfoot wouldn't just have a little twig. It would be moving a whole tree.
And obviously, we can't spoil anything. And if you found Bigfoot, gosh, I can't wait to see this. But so hypothetically speaking, you come across Bigfoot. Have you thought through what your reactions are going to be? I ask because I'm on team be nice to Bigfoot, and I would like to think that I would be calm and cool and be like, hey man, let's have a conversation or something. But I mean, what in your mind would happen if you found Bigfoot?
It's funny you said that, because I feel like that's what we kept saying, right, Jack? Remember, we kept saying, cause we'd be talking and we'd be like, all right, let's go hunting, and we're like, well, wait, it's not hunting. Let's go have a conversation. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's like that's me too. I neither one of us wanted to try to harm. Even we saw there was no intention of harming or trying to even capture. It was more like, hey, let's go try to find and have a conversation if possible, So that was my intention. Our intentions, I believe.
That's same for you, Jack. Do you take that same approach when it comes to the paranormal as well, that it's more of a conversation?
The quest to, look for answers, you're only going to get those answers through kind of having communication. You can you can make assumptions all you want about what is a ghost? Oh, it's the spirit of a person. How do we know it's the spirit of a person? How do we know it's not some interdimensional being? How do we know that Bigfoot isn't an alien, dressed what he thinks, mammals on Earth look like? So it's, for me, I was all about trying to have, make that contact if we were to encounter it. And the other thing too that I've said is, well, what if you do encounter the alleged Bigfoot and you have a rifle and you shoot it, and then you come to find out it's some jackass in a costume? Now you've just murdered.
That is a good point. I have to let you guys go. I want to talk about this so much more, but I want to say thank you. It makes my heart happy to know that you both are approaching Bigfoot with compassion, and if you're going to be the ones to find him, I'm going to be at peace. Jack Osbourne's Night of Terror Bigfoot is on Discovery Plus. Thank you so much to both you, Jack and Jason Mewes, for being on the show, and I hope we get more episodes. Thank you. Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs, it's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.